And we're back.
We're back.
Hello, Swanee.
Hey, how you doing, Boots?
We're back from the road.
We're
We had
back.
a hell of an episode last week on the road. Well, first of all, I always do this. I guess I should start from the beginning. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Rod and Flagon. I am, of course, Oliver Redboots, and I am here with my stalwart compatriot, Swanee. Tell everyone about yourself, please,
I
sir.
am Swan Maulsmith. I am the safety officer at the Temple of Gond. Praise Gond.
Praise God, indeed. I cannot believe we actually made it back from the road.
Let me start here. I feel bad.
Why?
I was so cranky last week.
Well, I mean, with good measure, traveling with like brand new adventurers is like traveling with your sister's kids. You know, it's like, well, literally, but
my sister's kids would be more prepared.
They forgot everything.
Yeah.
I can't believe. So people don't know. Last week we were in Amphail because we went and helped my niece fight a beholder. Blah blah blah. Long story short, we turned and we decided to head back to Waterdeep because that's what we were only out there for a few days. Oh my God, it was almost a week, but
Yeah.
And they turned north to go to Citadel Abdar Felbar, Citadel, one of the dwarven strongholds in the north. So I'm sure at this point they're probably somewhere in the south because there's no way that they could be
The gang that couldn't stab straight. Yeah.
Right. It is face east and then turn left, you f***ing morons.
Which way's the sun? There you go.
So as every week, we always start off with, please send your birds with questions for young adventurers, to Oliver Redboots or to S. Maulsmith. Did I get that one right?
That's me, yep.
All right. And that's Swanee. Or just send them to Rod and Flagon. I think it comes to the Yawning Portal here in Waterdeep. And Dernan has been really good about delivering those birds to us.
That's true.
So, yeah, holy shit. You see that?
You mean the person?
Oh, they're bringing someone up from the well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the day. Oh, my God. Is that f***ing Nora?
What?
Hey, yeah, all right, hold on, everybody. We're going to go get Nora.
Oh, my God, it's Nora.
Dude, all right, we'll be right back. Oh, my God.
Nora, what are you doing here?
Well, okay, so I think you guys would get this, but like I am in retirement.
Uh-huh.
No one gets retirement more than me and Swan.
Oh, no, we're
And,
done with that.
I haven't seen you since you saved the fucking world.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, so I don't know. I needed to do something because I was getting in a lot of fights, and I was told unofficially that I needed to channel my anger.
Oh, I've had that conversation
better
many a
way?
time with the magistrate. Yes.
yeah.
So they put me to work for this company. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Dimension DoorDash.
Yeah.
What?
And,
What?
No, I most certainly have not heard of that. But I'm intrigued.
Wait a minute, sorry. Can we back up half a second?
Yeah, I
Because
feel like
I'm
we
not sure
should-
everybody knows who Nora
No,
is.
I don't think anyone outside of Waterdeep knows Nora.
So, Nora is a legend in our world.
Legend, right?
I
Powerful. Don't sell yourself
Oh,
short, young lady.
lady.
Powerful barbarian. Saved the world from some old god or whatever the thing with the yellow guy with tentacles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Everything
was,
with
that
the
was not
fucking
fun.
with the fucking tentacles, man.
Right. Always with the f***ing tentacles.
Right. Have you seen Vincent yet?
Have I seen Vincent?
Oh, he's back. Troll Skull Alley. Go see him.
Yeah. Well, I used to. Never mind. I used to carry him with me.
No, yeah, he told me all about that.
Yeah.
You know, he's not. You can't kill him on this plane, right?
But that I knew he would come back.
So you traveled around with this 7.
I
Well, there's a
did-
lot to unpack here.
That didn't go over so well when I was trying to find a new job. They did not like that.
You think employers would frown upon you carrying around a 7 head?
No,
Yeah, I
no.
can't imagine
The
why.
other thing too is that like they didn't like very much that I wasn't. Turns out I'm not very good with like money.
Nora, we've known you for
Yeah.
how long? That
checks out.
This should not come as a fucking surprise to you.
I mean it maybe, but I just thought like you give and you take, and I don't. It's not my problem. I don't know. I just
Yeah, you don't. But the problem is, you usually give way more than you take, and you need to. We talked about the colors. Remember, you pay attention to the colors of the coin that you're giving. Remember, yellow is a lot.
I don't know.
Why? So this is a lot of like inside the line stuff for our listeners.
All right, yeah. Big picture. So, our friend Nora just
Who has
came
joined
up
us.
out of the
Yes.
portal, the Yawning Portal.
Yes.
How did you get there?
Well, I was on my way back from a job.
A job.
A job because they found one that works for me.
Okay.
In the sense that the temp agency that I went to, they said, this is a good job for you. You need to take it, or else you're going to probably go to jail. Again. So I did, and so they paired me up with this magic person.
Okay.
Even though I know magic, but they don't care.
I just want to let everyone who's listening that Nora's brand of magic and the typical brand of magic are two entirely different things for those who are paying attention.
That's not the point. The point is that
All
they
right.
needed someone who's tough and strong, and apparently I fit the bill, which
Okay.
makes
I mean,
sense.
Sure.
that's literally your thing.
I am. So they give me this ring, and they
Can I see the ring?
No, maybe.
All right.
What are you
Later.
doing?
Later.
Just hold it
fine.
up.
No, I just want to check it out.
It's this ring
Oh,
here.
I did not as ornate as I had expected.
No, it does this thing where it opens this portal, and I go through it, and I bring adventurers food.
What?
Yeah, they're usually in like the woods or some cave or some, I don't know.
So does the ring allow you to travel back to where you started?
No, that's why they send barbarians through us, because usually I have to fight my way out.
Hang on. So
This is sort of genius.
no, it is most certainly.
I mean, it's
not.
terrible. It's genius, though.
So they have
I mean,
these
so-
they have these stones of far speech,
Right.
and they call their orders in if they're usually hungry and they don't want to carry rations, or they're out of rations, or they just want something tasty.
Right. So if I wanted something from like Uncle Willie's, right? We all know Uncle Willie's alchemical shop in Waterdeep. If I wanted to order something from Uncle Willie's, I could order it with my Stones of Far Speech to Dimension DoorDash, and they would deliver that to me?
Yeah, I mean, in a certain radius, you have to call the right one, and like it can only be a certain radius.
What's the like a number of miles around
Yeah,
Waterdeep?
I mean, I think they've beefed up the spell so that it can travel further. I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just go through. I usually deliver the order as is, depending. I mean, sometimes that's not the point.
Hang
I
on.
deliver the order.
Nora,
Yeah.
I
do
miss
you?
Nora.
I mean, do you eat some of the adventurers' orders?
Sometimes I look in the bag, and if it looks like it's not going to be good, and I want the adventurers to be happy,
You make them a sandwich,
I
don't you?
make them a sandwich.
I knew it.
I mean, the key to life is good sandwiches.
No one's going to argue with you, and you do make killer sandwiches. I'm not
I
denying
mean,
that, but
this
like,
one guy ordered like this terribly dry looking like toast with
are you sure you're not eating spelled components that wizards need in the field?
Oh, I mean it would make more sense why you would have dried mushrooms.
Yes. Well,
I
like
didn't think of
that might have been guano.
Maybe.
Maybe they were trying to cast fireball, and you ate their
I
components.
didn't eat that one. I just threw that on the side of the road because it looked really gross.
So you threw away the components. Like
But
there
I
might be
gave
a
them a
wizard.
really hearty ham and prosciutto and Gruyere sandwich. It was delicious.
So there might be some wizards out there, some young adventurers. I hope they're listening.
The
on that.
only part about this that makes me angry is that we didn't do this last week on the road to Amphail.
Oh, do you think we could have squeezed in a few deliveries?
Oh, you think? How many stupid, briny good berries did we eat?
Oh,
We could have seen Nora.
Those are terrible.
No, Nora. We traveled with a young druid, and he made good berries. Except instead of tasting like a blueberry or a strawberry or like an elderberry or something like that, they tasted like olives.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Very
Can you think?
briny. And
Oh,
the,
it's terrible.
The salt is
Absolutely
I mean,
terrible.
the salt is good for some things. It cuts through like acidity, but
It's not. It's not if
needs
you're like
to
traveling
balance.
on like day 3,
No.
coming back from Amphail, and it
No.
smelled like right.
But I think that's why I feel like druids are always so skinny because they don't eat enough to put the meat on their bones.
I don't think they eat meat most of them, by and large.
Have you seen a fat druid? That's
Never.
a great point.
Never. I've never seen a baby pigeon either. But like
okay.
we know they exist, so a
Yeah.
fat druid must exist. It just stands to reason. Is my point. So, is it only food, or were they delivered pretty much anything?
They deliver certain things, but I only get given the food lately. Maybe
I
that's
can't imagine why.
because I don't think I'm supposed to look in the bags.
No, I imagine you're not. Like, what if they ordered something very sensitive?
Oh, I mean, I've delivered.
I feel
some-
better that she's looking in the bags.
The weird stuff.
Well, yeah, you would. But
Yeah.
like, you don't get up to any like no good shenanigans.
Well, that's true.
I have been known to shenanigans.
You have been known to snagging.
I mean, I've delivered some like dark crystals sometimes. I don't know what they did.
Oh, it's probably to some creepy cult. We all.
Oh, the cults, they order the most.
Yeah.
Of course they
Because
do.
they can't be bothered to cook.
That's because they're fucking lazy.
Right, but like everyone needs to eat,
I mean, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
feel
I mean, I
that-
guess.
dude, I don't know, like Lich Kings probably don't need to eat.
Well, I mean, like if most by and large is an undead creature.
people.
I would lean towards Swanee on for that, like the resident expert on undead. Are you not really an expert on undead? You
I'm
just
not really
destroy
an
them,
undead guy.
right?
I
You
mean,
just,
I can't think of how that would work exactly.
I mean, but also you're a one note kind of guy when it comes to undead.
Yeah,
Explode.
go away. Explode.
So did we tell you what happened to us on the road home?
No.
Well, I guess we should. So, for those who don't know, again, I think I've already mentioned it, but we went to Amphail. We helped a young party of adventurers slay a beholder. Right? So, on the way home, I tamed an ankheg and a hippogriff. You know what a hippogriff is?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was a pretty cool ride home, right? And we kind of veered off course a little bit because I had been drinking, and Swan wasn't paying attention because I had been drinking.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yep, and we ran into old Gnawbones.
Oh my.
Yeah, you remember her, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm really happy that those young adventurers were not there when we ran into an ancient green dragon,
Yes,
right?
I know.
Because someone would have thrown a fucking dagger for sure, right? Like,
sure.
oh, get her, get it. What are you doing, you moron? There's a reason. There's a dead adventurer. Like, she's called Gnawbones because she keeps a dead person in her teeth as like a fucking. Like a traveling snack, right?
But that's why I like young adventurers, because they're also dumb and they always want to
Impetuous.
fight.
Well, yeah. I guess
Yeah.
Someone always throws the dagger.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're kind of a one-note sort of.
the story checks out, but
Yeah.
like I'm just like, so we just, I mean, like she didn't really f with us. We didn't really f with her. We had a conversation. She made us some tea and we fucked off.
Game respect game.
Yeah.
Hit the road.
Yeah. Like, hey, how you doing? Oh, hey, what's happening? You don't need anybody. All right. And we like it was like the most pleasant.
Do you need us to find you somebody to eat?
It was the most
As long as it's not
pleasant-
us.
It was the most pleasant encounter with an ancient dragon I've had in years. And she's a conniving old coot, right? She's just like one of the worst.
Yeah.
She's probably listening. Hey, Gnawbones, I don't really mean that, so don't, send any of your denizens to try and make me into your tooth snack.
I mean, I like a fight with a dragon every now and then, but most dragons, I don't have any problems with them, as long as they're not eating my friends.
Yeah, I mean, we've known quite a few dragons, and outside of eating friends, they've been really kind of easy to deal with. Except for Felgalos, he's just one of those bad luck kind of guys, right?
I really liked him.
I loved him too, but like he always breaks shit.
Yeah.
Like you can't have a fancy tea set around.
He's the young adventurer of dragons, really. If you think about it.
Yeah, he's the brand new paladin of dragons.
Right.
Oh god. Yeah. So anything else new?
Where have you been? Where have the deliveries taken you?
I mean, I've Underdeep. I've Underdark. I've been down there a lot.
So you've
Really?
been in Underdark a lot.
Yes.
Clearly you've been to Undermountain because you just popped out of the
Yes,
well.
I have been.
Did
And-
you give your gold piece to Dernan already, or we'll take care? We'll just put it on our tab.
Oh, they take care of that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they do?
They do.
Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
convenient.
They've got a deal because I think we deliver for them for free.
Oh.
So any food that gets delivered for the Yawning Portal, we deliver.
You just pick up the delivery fee.
We
Oh,
take
brilliant.
care of
That's a
that.
good idea.
Um,
So anyway, any place to go? So like, what's the scariest? Well, I guess for scary for me and scary for you are probably two entirely different sides of the spectrum.
honestly, I hate making deliveries in town.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Well, because you have to talk to people.
Because yeah.
It's
Yeah.
mostly the shitty
Yeah.
humans.
And like they always try to get more from me. I'm like, I am only delivering what you ordered. I don't have extra things to give you.
You're not like a walk-in kitchen.
Right. They're always like, oh, I ordered this and it's not in here. And I'm like, well, then take it up with the Dimension DoorDash. It's not my problem. Or they're like, you gave me an extra sandwich. I'm like, you should be grateful.
Yeah.
I think what you meant to say was thank you. Yeah,
Exactly.
right. Yeah.
And like sometimes people are really scared to open the door to me, and I don't get it. I mean,
Nora, have you heard yourself knock on a door?
well, I
Didn't
mean,
we've had a talk about this before?
sometimes I don't.
When
really
you came
knock.
over to my house, you just walked in.
I did just.
No,
did just
I can't
sometimes-
remember.
But like they're expecting me, shouldn't they be? They're the ones that ordered it.
I know, but they might be expecting a delivery. They're not expecting a 300-pound female dwarf with an axe the size of a fucking doorway to walk in.
Well, they should. They should know better by now. Sometimes I just pop up in their living room, and that really scares the shit out of them. That's kind of funny.
I don't know if I would describe that as funny, but I
would.
kind of want to
I think
see
that's
it.
dope.
Like, I just hope it's not. If it's not my living room, I would definitely enjoy watching.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes, it's off a little bit, and I show up in the wrong house.
Uh-oh.
That must be embarrassing.
That's really embarrassing. And then I just let myself out, and they're usually just like,
Screaming.
yeah, what
Yeah.
happened? And I imagine the next day the neighbors are like, oh, sorry, guys. That was my dimension door
We had a
order.
delivery.
I really wanted those spiced potatoes. And
Like,
Oh, God.
surprisingly, people order the blandest food.
Yeah, you must
Okay.
be delivering to elves a lot.
Oh, so many elves.
Why? So for people that fucking just are so boring in general, why would they need delivery?
I don't know. I don't know whether
You know what you should do? You should like put some curry powders and some paprikas and some salt and morse pepper and like all,
I tried
like
to
really
give them
put some.
sauces. I tried to give
Yeah,
them
there you go.
like anything to make their. They order the spiced potatoes without the spice, so they're just getting.
So they ordered
they're just raw potatoes.
Yes.
Like I saw the elf that was with the party on the road. He ate boiled chicken. He got water. He had the chicken, and he just put the chicken in the water and ate it.
Yeah, not soup. He didn't want the water. He just wanted the...
No, to be clear, he threw the water away and then ate the rubbery chicken.
Yeah, it was weird. We were sitting in the field of onions. He wanted no part of that.
And bones and all. I was just like, what the fuck is
You
going
should
on?
save those bones. You can sell them for a pretty penny. Did you know that?
No.
Dude.
Oh.
To like dungeon? Oh wait, yes, all right, yeah, to the
Oh,
domestic
you know the Swede boys.
Of course, they're the best.
Are we the only people that didn't know about this? Until
Apparently,
recently?
we're too old, I guess. I don't know.
We're out of the loop, sir.
Yeah.
They. If I was ever to get property, I would talk to them.
Oh yeah.
Well, like you've been doing this gig for so long. How do you not have money enough to afford property?
I own a lot of books.
Yeah.
Where do you keep them?
I forgot about that.
I lose them a lot. I leave them places, but they always sell me more.
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
right.
I mean, yeah.
I'm reading. You want to know what I'm reading right now?
Oh, I can't wait.
It's called The Paladin's Pleasure
And it is about a paladin.
and his pleasure.
And
Okay.
It
I
is
mean, it's right there in the title.
It is quite spicy, my friends.
oh man, so no elf has ever read it.
Oh, it is so
There you go.
spicy. And I'm at a good point where, the two are fighting, the paladin and his true love, but eventually I know they're going to work it out.
Well, yeah, that's kind of thing happens.
I've also invested in some other people's companies, but then they seem to go away, and I don't know how they succeed or not. People ask me all the time to invest in their companies.
And you just
their
give them
businesses.
coin and they go away.
Well, they say that if I give them, money, and then they find more people to invest, I'm just going to make twice as much as I made
Right.
that I gave them.
Nor stop giving them money. That's a scam. I mean, unless it's coming from like Quentin or Rudy, it's a scam.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just trying to take your money so they can, just go
They're
spend
usually
it.
so nice.
Well, yeah, of course they're going to be nice to you. They want your shit. So don't give them your shit. You know what you should do the next time you see one of those lads, right?
Punch them in the face.
Just
Yeah,
square
there
in the
you go.
face. No
There you go.
prelude, no warning, just blam.
Can I have some? Boom.
Yep, knocked out. And then just sprinkle a little spiced potato on them afterwards.
Spicy potatoes are so good if they're done right.
They have to be done
They
right.
go well with a good sandwich.
They do.
They do.
All right, so we've been away for a little while, but I'm happy to be back in Waterdeep.
Yes.
I feel like we've missed every time. Did you hear about St. Darkfriend's Day? Was 2 weeks ago now?
2 weeks ago. St.
Oh my
Darkfriend's
God!
Day.
Swan threw his kid out the window.
No. Well, yes, but
That's
not
a rite of
the...
passage. Did you?
Yes, I know that. See?
I don't know. There's no way that you're ever going to justify that.
I've been thrown out of the. I was thrown out of the window by my parents.
But you're not. All right.
This is me staring at you, buddy.
I know.
This is me
I know. Like, I
staring
feel like
at you.
I should understand and welcome these things, but it's never going to be simple for me. Because we've known Swan a long time, right? So have you ever seen him do anything remotely dangerous without thinking about it for about an hour first? It's usually me poking him over the cliff that gets him to go over the cliff.
I mean, there are things that people who are careful, like Swan,
Careful?
careful, and then there are people who are silly and a little bit less careful, like you. But being thrown out of the window as a child is not as uncommon as you would think.
All right. So is there any wacky going on at the Forge this week that I need to know about?
I'm just
Just
gloating.
Yeah. Revel in your moment, sir. So is there not any other wacky going on at
Oh,
the
there
Forge
is.
this week?
There is.
Can you give us a little?
Let's get a drink first.
Really?
We owe Nora at least.
Wow, we've already
All
been
the drinks.
yammering
All the
on?
drinks.
All right. So I guess we'll be right back, everybody. Just stay with us, and with more stories from the road. Eventually, we'll get a tip and or a trick in there.
Yeah, probably.
And thank you, Nora, for joining us. We'll all three of us will be right back.
All right, back.
And we're back.
back.
Nora, I just want to say thank you for joining us. And I want to say, everyone out there, please send your birds to @Oliver Redboots or @S Maulsmith or @Rod and Flagon with all your questions and anything that they want us to discuss on the show. We would love to, to have like a moment with the audience as they speak. And I know out there in Red Lodge, and I heard we have a listener in Barge right in.
That's right.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah, right. So, hey, thanks for joining us. Please send us your birds. We really appreciate you popping out of the well and just hanging out for a bit.
It's been great to be here. It's good to be back topside.
How long were you down there?
I think it's been about a month.
You spent a
What?
month in Undermountain?
Yeah, it was a little bit trickier. I got a little turned around.
Did you go to another plane again?
No, but I ran into some Durgar while I was down there.
How far down did you go?
Yeah, I don't know. but like I tried to get directions and they laughed and they gave me directions, but apparently they weren't good directions.
Yeah, the Snurfeblin are notorious for that.
No, there's a gnome. The Duergar are the dwarves.
Oh, I know. But the
wait.
Snurfeblin are jackasses.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like the Snurfneblin?
No, I don't.
They're just
The
a lot
only
of
one I ever
creepy
met-
things down there.
The only one I ever
and-
met had a maul and a pickaxe for hands.
That's right.
Right? And the only word I ever heard him say was bivrip. I don't know what that meant. I think it was like a magical phrase.
Okay.
But he was a strange bird.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No.
Snurfneblin and Duergar.
Yeah, but then I ran into like some other adventurers and I helped them out a little bit.
How'd you help them out? What'd you do? Did
I
you have
killed
this-
a lot of things while I was down there.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yep. Did you give them sandwiches all the while?
Well, I was getting low. I only had like 3 or 4 left.
Ooh.
I know, that's low for me.
Very un-Nora-like behavior.
I was down to. Oh, I did want to tell you. I was down to my nut butter and honey. I know people are all about like the nut butter and the like strawberry or
Gooseberry.
raspberry gooseberry
Yeah.
kind of thing.
You like your fruit
But-
with your peanuts.
I like it with honey on like a soft oatmeal
You're really selling it to me.
bread. And that's all I had left.
Okay.
I didn't
All right.
have any of the meat sandwiches left.
Okay.
I was getting really concerned. And then I ran into this adventuring party and I helped them out. I got them out of a jam. They were fighting some like beetle creature thing. I don't know what it was, but it had a like really tough shell and I just chopped it up for them.
Got 6 legs, gotta smack it.
So you just dropped it off for them, and then they went the one way, and you went another, and you got back
Well,
up.
I was
a
taking-
month,
No,
though.
I was taking a long rest. Get this. They tried to steal my sandwiches.
The party that you just bailed out.
I just helped them, and I wake up and they're rifling through my bags like they're trying to loot.
Do they still have their hands and or feet?
They were young adventurers.
So you just gave them a quick smacking and went on your
So
way?
I just knocked them all unconscious and
Yeah.
stole their stuff. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, here's
There's an important tip or trick.
you saw
You find somebody that can hold their own in Underdark, don't try and rob them, stupid.
I mean, like, it's just, first of all, there's the kindness factor, right? You were kind enough to help them kill this Underdark denizen, right? And then they were rude enough to rob you. They needed your help, and then to repay you while you rested, they decided to see it. They kind of, sounds like they got what they deserve.
they're so dumb. I mean, like, if you stumbled upon someone in the Underdark who's like coming up by themselves,
Who's clearly kind of knows how to hold
Yeah.
their own.
Yeah.
And your first thought is to rob this person?
Yeah. We found this tank of a dwarf
Yeah.
that made us food. You know what we should do?
Rob her.
Rob her.
I know that axe looks clearly magical. We should try and take something from her
Yeah.
bag.
We did this tip and trick once upon a time. Like, hey, roustabouts, if you see a guy with a very long beard walking down the street, don't mug that
Yeah, not
person.
that one.
Here's
Just
an
gonna
amendment
wait.
to that thought.
Yes.
right?
A heavily muscular dwarf in the Underdark. Yeah, let that one go.
I'm pretty sure it was like one bad seed in the party who just convinced the other ones to go along.
Right,
with it.
okay. Well, that means you still need to set an example.
So I left them with their pants,
Just their pants.
just their pants,
Oh, and only the underbreeches.
only their underbreeches.
Oh, I love it. Wait, you're not going to believe this. A couple of weeks ago, Swanee got visited by the
Zent.
Zent.
Oh.
You know what these dumbasses did? They went to the forge, where there are like 50 just strapping young lads and ladies with hammers, and they were like, let's shake down the safety officer of that place.
Yeah.
That's just like, my God, there's just no more good criminals left in the world.
There's no common sense in the criminal world.
But we sent them away without any pants, too. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
I may have learned that one from Nora.
I mean, I
Sometimes
would
you
not doubt
take
it.
the pants. Sometimes you leave them with the pants.
Sometimes-
Depending on what's funny.
Yeah.
You
that's-
take all of the things
Absolutely
except the
true.
pants, or you take everything except
There's
the
really
pants.
nothing funnier than pants. Or maybe like one boot. You take one boot, so they gotta like squish.
I don't know, man.
Squish.
I think the one
Squish.
boot thing is even funnier.
Yeah,
Could you
kinda.
imagine?
Kinda.
Or they're wearing like heels?
Or you take the boots, you leave them with the boots, but you mess them up so that every time they walk, the heel flaps.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how
They have a
annoying that
squeaky
is?
boot now, yeah.
Oh,
How's
it
your
just flaps
stealth?
open. Or anytime you hit water, it just gets your feet all wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no fun.
No fun.
So, God, so we have hundreds of tales from the road with Nora, but did we get any birds this week, Swanee? well, I guess we were out.
We were out, so I haven't checked the birds yet.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
I got back. So you had asked about the forge before we got a drink.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, anything, I'm sure there's some wacky going on at the forge. I just want to set I don't want everybody to understand, like, I still love Gond. That's my guy. But, like, the forge is, like, my happy place because there's always something wacky going on there.
It's an excellent forge.
Yes. We're working on the swords and the hammers and da-da-da-da. And we have a whole division that's sort of just tinkering with various whatever, R&D.
R&D.
Yeah.
Nora, that's how we made this thing that you're speaking into.
Oh.
Swanee and I designed.
Did we explain to Nora that she's talking?
Probably
not. Hey, Nora.
Nora, I keep mentioning, like, people send us birds and all that. That rod right there in that flagon, if you talking into this, like, at the table, it just kind of picks it up. We are actually broadcasting this conversation to Red Larch and Yartar and, Luskan and Neverwinter, so just act natural.
Okay, that sounds really good.
Nope, that's not natural, Nora. That's not natural at all.
Oh, so I shouldn't get really close to it?
There's no reason to even raise your voice.
Oh.
So, Swanee, tell us all about the forge.
So it's magic, like me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. One of the acolytes came up with this idea, and it's not a terrible idea. It's not really in our wheelhouse, though.
No?
No.
Wait, something's not in your wheelhouse?
Well, I mean, it's innovative, but not super practical. It's a little bit more.
Is it high end?
No.
No? Intelligence? All
right, here's the pitch.
Is it bougie?
Eh.
All right, sell it to us.
You are about to go out on an adventure, and you're not going to see your loved ones for months.
Well, like, you and Lucinda have the eye thing.
Right, but I mean, my wife is, a super powerful wizard, and I do okay. But if you're
just Ralph the bread maker.
Exactly. If you're a young adventurer and you got love interest,
okay,
right, you won't really talk to or hear from your.
Oh, and long distance relationships are very difficult.
Yeah, but you want something to sort of remember them by. So he made this pitch for an idea of.
Oh, wait, hang on. We're not just going to gloss over that. The Temple of Gond, where it's just a bunch of nerds hammering on shit and creating stuff.
Innovating. We prefer to say innovating.
All right, sorry. They are innovating in your research and design.
Yeah.
One of them has a love interest that must be going away, and he's like, I must.
It was pitching this idea. It would be like,
it's an idea that I would pitch. I would be like, I'm going to miss Leandra. She's going to go away from me, or Leo.
So
There's an ulterior motive, is what I'm saying.
Maybe. He came with a clay figure of a head.
I already hate it and love it at the same time.
And he used...
How many holes? Never mind.
He used...
This sounds like a book that I've read.
Okay.
Yeah. The golem's gargantuan... Never mind. We're going to move right along. Please tell us about the head.
Do you know that spell you used to use early on to spook people? Magic mouth?
Oh, yeah, of course. Every now and then I will do that when I'm too hammered and just to f with people. The problem is the last time I did that, a fireball went off, so I kind of had to chill.
Right. The thought was you could procure a replica of your own head. And magic mouth would be cast on it, and so you could leave it behind. So
and they're okay with that.
I didn't say that. I'm saying this was the pitch.
All right. So you're going to mold a clay head that can sound like your loved one and sit it in the living room?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? On second thought, yes.
Maybe.
Absolutely. And also, can we put that into haunted houses come All Hallows Eve? Because I feel like that would be a better use of
that was part of the, what happens if this person dies? Like, then we just have, what do we do with this head? It always sounds like this
You're throwing away a memory.
Well, I mean, he pitched it as magic mouth mementos. Which is not, you can kind of see the thinking, right?
No, dude. That is the creepiest shit I have ever heard. What's next? We've made a model of you out of stone and hay, and every night I sleep with it. No, dude. No.
That's creepier.
Well, it's about the same, though. At least the
That's a homunculus, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Wink.
but it can't talk. It's
No.
the difference. It can't be like, I love you, in the middle of the night when someone goes to the bathroom. Like, that would be a real problem for everyone.
Yeah,
right?
it would.
Could you imagine, it was like a few nights ago when we got hammered with the Swede brothers, right? You go home, and you're walking upstairs, and a little clay face in your kitchen says, I love you. You would shit your pants immediately. It'd be like you'd see Gond. You'd hear the bell, is what I'm saying.
But it would be great for home security.
Yeah, no one's breaking in that house.
if I could have made Victor's head talk to me, I would have felt much more comforted.
There you go.
So I understand the appeal.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you guys? But all right. So, but to recap, you didn't like approve this. This is
Not
like
yet.
nuts.
I mean, the idea was pitched. He had a prototype.
There's a prototype.
Yeah.
Can you bring it next week? Please bring it next week. Or let me see it this week sometime. I'll swing by.
You swing by the forge. You can see it.
I just got it. I can't. I need to see this thing. Just doesn't seem like something you'd be like, yeah, man, go for it.
Well, I don't want to.
You don't want to shit on the young man's dream.
Exactly.
All right.
Right. I
But
mean,
you have to be.
just to go off and do something innovative and develop something that makes the world better. That's not what I would have come up with, but you know.
Do you think he has like a whole bunch of prototypes in his quarters?
Oh, God.
Why do you ask?
I mean, I just feel like someone who comes up with this idea might have like.
A bunch of severed heads in his house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
maybe we
thinking
should check
about
that-
like.
Now I might have to send a guy over.
I just
We
would be
need
a
to
little
check that guy's-
concerned about that.
We should check his crawl space.
We really should.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm guessing that like.
Hang on a sec. I may need to do a quick sending.
It's like the prototype is probably like a better version of like
What's in his basement?
exactly like I'm guessing he might have like other things that didn't work out quite so well.
He might have one in his footlocker that just keeps screaming, "Yes, mommy! Yes, mommy!"
What if he has one of you, Swanee?
He's got a
All right, I'm
Swanee
sending a guy.
head. Sending a guy.
Sending one of the
Send a guy.
acolytes.
Yeah. We should definitely send a guy. Oh God, I can't wait to meet this lad. Please tell me, is it a guy or is it a girl or is it something else?
Oh, that's a young gnome.
It's a young gnome.
Yeah.
So a young gnome. He's designed a head
Yeah.
that will basically just say a thing that is programmed into it magically.
Yeah, it's only like 25 words. So it's really more.
25 words,
Yeah,
dude. That's a lot of words.
potentially.
I mean, yeah, but you could really get a solid message off. It's 25 words. Isn't that sending's 25 words?
Right.
So it's basically a sending spell stuck in a head.
Yes.
But it can only repeat that one thing
Yes.
over and over and over in perpetuity.
I mean, you can set it to be a one-time thing, but I think the value here is that it's over and over and over again. You get to hear
Could you change the phrase up, or is it just that one simple phrase? Because, like, if it's just saying the same thing over and over and over again, you're going to drive someone to jump off of the docks,
or you're going to wind up with this weird head in a closet covered by a coat.
which is just as bad because eventually that house is going to
It
sell.
probably does need a mute button of some kind.
Yeah,
Parents might use it if they're like going out of town and like leaving their kids like alone for the first time. Like, I'm watching you. Don't break that.
No parties. I will know.
Yeah.
yeah, but over and over and over, like
It's like-
3 a.m. No parties, I will know.
Because
I mean,
Hey, hang on, real quick. So no parties, I will know. That just reminded me. Do you know what happened in Charles Skull Alley last night?
no.
A fucking fireball went off and blew shit up.
Was it you?
No, really, dude. Really?
Yeah, really.
Was it
This is me
Rudy?
really asking.
No. Well, okay. So first of all, no, it was fucking not me.
Okay.
But I don't know what's going on. There was a big to-do, and I don't know what's going on. But like, it drew a lot of spectators, and of course, everyone also thought it was me. But it was not me this time.
All
So
right. You
I
say it
just-
wasn't you. It wasn't you.
There was a whole thing though. Like the people came running out. The stupid Griffin guards that already don't like me came swooping down to try
Okay.
to take me away for something that I literally did not do this time.
So did they call out CSI Waterdeep and try and figure out who it was?
I think the guards came and we all had a conversation. And literally this time it was not me, which is very out of character, I will admit.
Did
And
it,
has
was it
to happen
centered on
before.
something?
What's that?
Was it centered on a building or?
Yes, it was centered on the inn there.
On what?
It's what is it? The old inn.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Something's going on in Waterdeep. Something is afoot, Nora.
excellent.
But I mean, we are. I'm
oh,
retired.
That's too bad.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes, so we don't investigate that.
No, you heard about that giants thing, right? That's, I guess that there was a standoff in the desert, and I
Oh.
don't know who won.
I will tell you one thing from my adventures.
Please.
Do not eat pies made by hags.
Oh.
Hang on a second. Can we? How? So you know about the hag pie thing?
Yes. She tried to become a customer of
Morgantha?
Dimension.
Well, we
Like-
should
Customer or supplier?
Well, supplier. Like
Yeah.
We
she
should
wanted-
really do something about Morgantha. Swanee,
And-
I feel like we have an obligation. We kind of that over.
We did kind of screw that one up.
Yeah.
Well, she's also, if you see her, dude, don't tell her you've seen me.
Oh,
you
no.
owe her money?
No, I was the one that told Dimension DoorDash that she was making those pies with children.
Wait a minute, children?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Oh, son of a bitch! Now I feel even worse. We actually ate a couple of them.
Yeah, I sampled, and I said, this is not
It was a little
normally
gamey. I have to admit, they were delicious.
So,
but
they
now I feel even
severed
worse
her-
now.
They severed her contract,
They should sever her head.
and people were not very happy because her pies apparently were very delicious.
Yeah.
I found them a little overdone, to be honest.
I love that you're critiquing the baking style of the children's pies.
Well, the crust needs to be flaky. It shouldn't be.
No,
burnt.
it also the interior of the pie should also not be children.
Well, that too, but if you're going to make a pie, make a pie. Don't make a crappy
Right,
burnt
if you're going to make a
crust
pie out of people,
I mean-
make sure it's delicious. And they so were. Swan, you have to admit.
I mean, how disappointed would you be if you got sacrificed to be in a pie and the pie was crappy? I mean, if I'm going to be killed and put into a pie, that pie better be fucking
don't
delicious.
overbake that, shit, right?
Yeah.
So they severed her contract, and she's kind of looking for me because I was the one that told them.
That's all right. Well, I mean,
I think
hopefully-
you're doing Gon's work.
If everybody
Praise God.
out there
Praise
could
God.
tell anybody that they see, that tell Morgantha that, Nora's hanging out in Waterdeep in the Yawning Portal with Swan and Boots. Yeah, come on and see us in Morgantha. I'd like to settle that debt, if I'm being honest. I mean, and I think, are hags undead? Are hags undead, or are they fake creatures?
They're fake.
Are they?
They make deals. Hags, you should not make deals with hags.
How many deals have you made with hags? It's a double-digit number at this point, right?
Yes. I just am trying to impart wisdom like you guys are doing here.
By
right?
making deals
Right?
with hags?
To the young adventurers listening,
I guess that's a good tip, actually. Don't make deals with hags. It doesn't end how you think it's going to end.
No, it never does.
people
No.
get mad. People get real mad
Yeah, well, yeah.
when you put their lives on the line. But sometimes a deal's a deal.
I mean, she's not lying. But,
Nope.
we need to find Morgantha. I think we might need to end that.
I
Okay.
would like that. I miss the fighting. I think sometimes I get in trouble on the way back from my latest delivery just because I miss the fighting.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I had to drag Swanee out of Waterdeep because I was going crazy for the little adventurous days, right? But, the thing is, at our, I don't want to say, at our experience, at our level, right? There's not a lot of things that I get out of bed for anymore, right? Oh, there's an ogre on the loose. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
That's
Just one?
Yeah. all
Call
right.
me when there's a pack.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Don't wake me up for 7 ogres. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You got an ogre chieftain? Maybe.
I mean,
All right, I'm listening.
What's he got? What kind of magic item? I might be tempted just to have a C, but the old fisticuffs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not allowed to rage in the city limits anymore.
Yeah, I heard about that actually.
But I mean,
You actually tore that person in half.
well,
I mean, I'm not saying he didn't have it coming.
No.
Right? No, they deserved it, but wow.
yeah, it's tough. It's
I
tough.
just-
It's tough not being
Did
able
you
to be in the
really
fight.
strangle that troll with his own intestines?
Oh yes,
I heard about that.
yes. That was such.
I really
fun
brought a
time.
tear to my eye.
That's oh man, it really made me miss Nora and
Really
the road, right?
Oh, the way his eyes bulged. It was just wonderful.
I mean, they
Paint
naturally
this
do that.
picture, lady. Oh,
Oh, guys,
Oh.
I have to go. I am being given another job, so I have to make my way back to another
What
restaurant.
is it, like a buzzer that goes off when you're in?
Well,
But you should definitely come check
Yeah,
us out again.
please
Yes.
come
The
back.
Next time you're in,
yes.
come swing by. We'll
heck,
talk.
anytime we're here that you come back up, just stop in.
Yeah, just ring by.
I will. I
All
will
right.
do that. Thank you for the ale.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
yeah.
Absolutely. Is that actually? You know what's funny? Is that our time?
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I think we'll end there then.
All right.
So everybody send us your birds to at Oliver Redboots or at S Maulsmith or to just at Rod and Flagon, and they'll come to here to the Yawning Portal. Send your questions and hey, if you're enjoying this, two idiots gammering on in a tavern, tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Maybe write a bird review or some shit and send it to us so we can read it. We enjoy that stuff. And until next time, I guess we'll see you soon.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.